Aromie here, and welcome back to Degraman. We are here, Cassel's route, hanging out in Cassel's apartment. That's okay. Do I have the same regenerative abilities you do? Not as strong as mine, but yes, you are, after all, a Kwanzi, albeit a flawed one. Unable to withstand the weight of his rudeness, I turn away. Cass beckons me into the kitchen. I follow Vincent there. By the way, Vincent has so confidently taken charge of the situation, it's clear he isn't just a guest. You two live together. Yes. Because you're partners? We're not partners. So you're not partners in crime? What are you? Surprised I turn to Cass, but he doesn't seem particularly interested in continuing the conversation. To be honest, they both look pretty tired. Can I go home? I'm sure my mother's worried about me. Yes, I made a door to your room. Like the one to your apartment, but to my room instead. Yes. And no one can go through it but me? Not unless you show them. I don't understand how this all works. Can you walk me out? Yes. I was a yes man now. I follow Cass out of the kitchen and breathe a sigh of relief. It's hard for me to not feel on the edge whenever I'm around Vincent. Just why, by the way, is Cass so nonchalant about his partner being constantly rude to me? But that's not the primary issue here. First things first, I need to figure out what I'm going to do next. Feeling incredibly awkward, I stop. I need clarity. So what do we do next? Live. Why do you always answer so strangely? Strange question, strange answer. I kind of like that. Come on, I'll show you to your door. We enter Lukul and a question pops into my head. How do I find my door? They all look the same. And why are there so many of them? Why isn't there just one that can open anywhere? Ein does what's convenient for Ein, not us. I'll consider it. Yes. Cass clearly doesn't understand sarcasm. Well, you know, whatever, bro. So how do I find my door? Make it special. Should I propose to it? Use chalk. Write on it. Cass hands me a piece of white chalk. Where the fuck did you get that from? Do you always carry chalk with you? Cass doesn't respond. He just stands there waiting for me to do something. Given no other choice, I awkwardly take the chalk. And beneath his steely gaze, write my room on the door. Like that? Yes. Now try entering. Maybe he's a control freak? No one to argue with him. I open the door and voila. Wow, how easy. How easy was this transition? My room, it's a miracle. Taken aback by the sight, I immediately shut the door again. The room is so familiar and comfortable that I can name the exact number of hearts on its wallpaper, even though everything seems to have acquired a decidedly mystical shade. It really is my room. Go in, then come back out to Lukul. Cass is definitely a control freak. With a sigh, once again open the door with the white writing and enter the room. Still remember what Cass said about all of the stops. This is a little scary. Fortunately, it is my room, or at least I get an exact copy of it. But when I open the door again, I see the hallway of my apartment, so I guess it isn't that simple. Closing the door again, I try to imagine Lukul, and Cass is waiting there for me. Wow, I did it! Although I didn't think it would be that easy. Cass seems to be keeping pace with me. Now my phone number. He's not even asking for mine. He's like, here you go, here's mine. He dictates a number to me, then makes me add it to favorites. At least he doesn't expect me to remember it by heart. Do you want mine? I already know it. Shouldn't you be in jail for evasion of privacy? A quiet smile that then Cass continues his briefing. Do not go outside of your room or the meter rooms without me. Or the autists kill me, right? Yes. Bye. Well, that was rude. I stare at Cassel's back as he walks away. I guess he thought the conversation was over. With nothing else to do, I head into my room. I glance around, then crawl into my nice warm bed. It's so easy to forget about all the weirdness that has me on edge as I lay here feeling relaxed and comfortable. I look over my room again. This is indeed the real deal. A very ordinary room that hasn't changed much over the years. Despite the pile of both mystical and earthly problems looming over me, I quickly black out. The endless day's wait have taken its toll on me. I check the mirror real quick to see if I look decent enough to go to see my mom. Gazing at my reflection, I sigh and hastily throw on some makeup. As my... Okay, fucking skip it. Oh, thank God. My throat. I try to smile if only to keep mom from suspecting anything, but she's as boisterous as ever and heads off to hang out on Degraman. Seems like this is my chance to sneak out. I head back to my room and call Cass. Are you free now? Yes, I'll be at your door in a minute. Ha! Now that is one rapid response, Cass. Stepping out of the house, I take a deep breath. I can't talk to my mom. I just know the more I lie, the worse things will get. At least I can try solving my second problem. A stroll before bed. If only. I have some things to do. Fine. That conversation didn't go where I wanted, so I head in the direction of the shelter where I volunteer. Cass is walking beside me, and I really want to know more about these Kwanzi fields, but he doesn't seem very happy when he's explaining things, and when to annoy him I hesitate. Do you have any questions? Well, that was tactful of him. So I can walk around Iron's meter rooms as well as my own room, but I can't go outside unless I'm with you. You can go with someone else, I won't mind. That was cold, or am I just reading more into it than I should? That's not what I meant. Of course I don't want to go out with anyone but him. He's the only one who doesn't look at me like a creepy pervert. As my tumultuous heart rages, Cass calmly replies, Understood. I wonder if anyone else would be able to continue a conversation after hearing something like that. Well, I wouldn't want to bother you. You're not bothering me. A calm, collected expression covers his face. What is he thinking? I would like to learn about and master my abilities as quickly as possible, just like you. So how do I do that? Everyone is different, and I don't know much about your abilities. What about you? What abilities do you have? Combat. Turning into a weapon. Wait. You're turning into a weapon, like, physically? Or you're saying, like, your hands and, your fists and your feet are your weapons? I don't know. How do you fight if you're a weapon? Does Vincent fight for you? And I fight for him. Ah, okay. So, you're like Dimitri and, shit. Forgot his name. From Fire Emblem 3 Houses. From the outside, this conversation must sound completely idiotic. Am I bothering you? No. No, I am definitely bothering him. At least, with all these questions. Just why did it have to get so awkward with him after he admitted to being attached to me? I'm still trying to understand Cassel's motives, but at least he's sincere with me. Cass suddenly stops and stands in front of me. Lost in thought, I almost bump into him. He then leans forward and looks into my eyes. You worry too much. I see you as you are. That's why you don't stress me out. He is so sweet! I did not mean to do that. He is so sweet! Aww. I'm getting attached. I can't get attached because there's bad endings. And I asked you to text me. He smiles and touches the tip of my nose. So relax, everything's fine. Oh, you're so cute. What the fuck? I feel a little calmer now, but I'm also embarrassed. That man is acting way too romantic. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I've been craving romance in this visual novel. This dark story visual novel. Shut the fuck up, girl. I'm taking it. We walk to the subway in silence, but when we get there, I can't help but notice that people are openly staring at Cass. It's only now that I'm seeing him next to ordinary people that I realize why he's attracting so much attention. Over the last couple of days, I've not only seen all sorts of strange things, but I've also grown accustomed to being in the company of Quansies. Cass doesn't stand out quite so much among his own kind, but now surrounded by ordinary people, the difference is striking. It's not just his height and physique, he looks completely inhuman, like how models look in edited photos after professional photo sessions. His skin is perfectly tan, his teeth blindingly white and even. Every strand of his hair is immaculately placed. His clothing, although regular sportswear, is unusual. Every crease seems to be deliberately placed. No matter how long I look at him, I can't find a single flaw. Although thinking about it now, all the Quansies look like that. Oops, shit, sorry. And possibly beautiful in their own distinct way. They may seem human, but only on first glance, a very inattentive first glance. I check on my own thoughts. Why am I surprised? They're not even like real people. Nisht would have been proud. I don't know how to pronounce their name. Will I be beautiful like them too when I master my own powers? Or am I already beautiful, but I just don't realize it? That line kind of hurt. Am I already beautiful, but I just don't realize it? I feel like a lot of us feel like that. Like we constantly having days where we just feel ugly and we think we look ugly, but then, our loved ones are like, you're beautiful, but you just don't see it. Because, you see all the flaws that they don't know are your flaws, The train breaks abruptly and I lose my balance, probably from being lost in thought. Oh, he's so handsome. My girl looks so cute. The fuck? She's very pretty. What the fuck? Can you see her? She's gorgeous. But Cass's strong arm wraps around my waist. Hold on to me. Not a single muscle shifts on his calm face. And now the entire car is looking at us. Grab Cass's hand but move back a little, proudly pull away. Why the fuck would you proudly pull away? Just take his hand? It would be stupid to drive more attention to us by pushing him away, but being this close to him might be dangerous, so I decided on a compromise and pulled myself away from Cassel's hand while also grabbing hold of it. I wish I could say that my plan was successful, but now I'm sitting face to face with the guy, and this awkward closeness is forcing me to look down, which invites Cass to lean over and whisper into my ear. Do people confuse you? They've been staring at you, and now me too. Does it matter? Yes, a lot actually, especially when he's hugging me. Not only am I uncomfortable with the situation, but also with the fact that I'm enjoying it as much as I am. Cassel's attention is entirely on me, which is boosting my self-esteem. But it also makes me feel reliant on his approval, which I don't particularly like. Don't flatter yourself, Michiko. This is nothing to be excited about. I try to relax and accept what's happening to me without wearing rose-tinted glasses. Cass is just taking care of me and I have no idea what his motives are. He's just standing here holding me up. Nope, nothing special about it at all. So why the Geiger is this bothering me so much? We're taking a different mode of transportation next time, and I'll pull Cass's hood over down down over his face. I don't want people looking at us again. Arrived at our destination. What if more people look at him if he's looking suspicious? Arriving at our desired station, we head straight to the clinic. When I reach the door, I turn to Cass. Maybe I should go in alone. Can you wait here? Sure. Fidgeting with my sleeves, I walk into the building. The coming conversation is one that I'm sure will not cheer me up at all. 10 minutes later, I'm back out on the street. Amazing. Have I really grown so much more resilient than that the very unpleasing scene in the clinic was enough to depress me? I think just a week ago, I would have cried right there in front of everyone. How was it? Kaz is standing in the same exact position I had left him, and for a second, I think a statue is talking to me. It was okay. If you're upset, then talk. I'm ready to listen. I don't want to complain. He walks beside me, matching my slow pace. I need to know if you're worried. I wish I could tell if he's being sincere, but his face is a blank canvas. Figures. Ooh, we could remain silent but take his hand? I feel like I'm being too touchy, no? But I feel like I would be too depressed to explain anything. I need support more than I ever have, but right now no word is more valuable than the sense of peace that spreads through my body when I take Cass's hand, and he squeezes as if knowing how I'm feeling. I should have come with you. Maybe you wouldn't be so upset then. He's so simple and reliable, and it instantly makes me feel better. Despite feeling disgusted at being so disappointed in others, I giggle. I picture the manager chastising herself in front of Cass, who was just watching her with a blank expression on his face. And then in his own unique way, he says something like, "Everything you're telling me is a sick delirium." Yeah, maybe I should learn a little self-restraint from Cassel, though I still have a long way to go. But I have more important things to worry about right now, like writing to the volunteer group to let them know that I can no longer keep the kittens, and to ask if anyone can take them off my hands. I just pray to all of the gods of science that someone will help me, even though I wasn't treated very well just now, even though my heart sank the moment they asked me why. Involuntarily biting my lip, I look up at Cass, who is walking silently beside me. His quiet smile, he's so strong-willed and focused. I'm sure he wouldn't doubt himself for a single second if he was in a similar situation. I pull out my phone and my fingers start typing on their own. I'm unable to take care of it for the animals as well as they need me anymore. What? I'm unable to take care for the animals as well as they need anymore. What? No excuses, no lies. Have I ever been this direct in my life? Some of the other volunteers began responding, and when they asked me why I'm not using the clinic, I uploaded a video of my conversation. I hope they reconsider trusting animals to such a cruel and inhumane person. And now everyone is supporting me, but more importantly, a bunch of them are offering to take my rewards, which makes me feel pleasantly warm inside. Even if the other volunteers don't like me, it seems my past efforts hadn't been forgotten. I'm so engrossed in my messages that I don't even notice how Cass is holding my arm as it guides me down the street, helping me avoid walking to other people and all sorts of things. We board the tram, and I'm still determining the fate of all my kittens. When I finish, I let out a huge sigh of relief and look up at Cassel. Did he realize how embarrassed I was in the subway and decided to take another route back? He is so sweet! He's so damn considerate! And I'm trusting him so easily, too easily. It's dangerous. He's just sitting there looking at me, making me feel awkward. Has he been looking at me like that this entire time? Is everything okay? You have an inspiring expression. Was that a compliment, or just my imagination again? I just arranged for my cats to be taken. At least now they won't be neglected, which makes me happy. Responsible. Another compliment, or a statement of fact. Girl, he has been watching you for a whole month. This man is obsessed with you, but not too obsessed to ruin his job. But like, he's already so in love with her, I'm assuming. It's just me that's not in love with him yet. Understanding Cassel's emotions isn't exactly easy. All I ever see in him is a sense of calm and friendliness. There may be more nuance to his moods, but it's too slight for me to notice. Even so, his lack of reaction is comforting when there are so many other quantities wanting to do nothing but use me. I just don't understand how he feels about me. It's as if I've been thrown into a deep yet calm sea with nothing to grab onto. Besides, isn't it true that our virtues are merely extensions of our shortcomings? So I guess I need to put up with this frustrating trait of his. Frustrating? This girl will be terrible at making friends, because like not everyone's gonna open up to you right away. Like what? We're all standoffish, you know. To smooth over my embarrassment, I began showing him pictures and videos of my cats. As I'm showing him how my black cat, Corky, leaps over a toy for the 5th time, I notice that Cassel's eyes aren't on the phone anymore but on me. Why aren't you looking? Because he's looking at you, girly! His sights are on you and nothing else. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today's episode. Cassel is actually quite charming. Who's this girl back here? I just noticed she was there. I was so distracted by his eyes and I noticed that strange little girl over there by herself. That's a little creepy. But thank you guys for watching today's episode. Stay beautiful and I will see you guys in the next one.